On a quiet street corner, an old man named Elias ran a small food stall. The meals were simple, the earnings meager, but every dish was made with warmth and care. Elias lived humbly with his teenage daughter Maria, doing his best to provide with what little they had. One afternoon, just as Elias was closing for the day, he noticed a small figure lurking near his stall. A little boy, no older than 8, reached out with shaking hands and took a piece of bread. Elias gently caught his wrist before he could run. The boy froze, soaked and trembling. "Why are you stealing, son?" Elias asked softly, kneeling to his level. Tears welled up in the boy's eyes. "My grandma is very sick, and we haven't eaten since yesterday," he whispered. Elias looked at him small, scared, and starving. He didn't scold or shame him. Instead, he packed up a warm meal, closed his stall early, and took the boy to a nearby pharmacy. There, he bought medicine for the boy's grandmother and handed him the food with a quiet smile. When he returned, his daughter Maria confronted him. "Papa," she said, frustrated, "why do you help others when we don't even have enough for ourselves?" Elias looked at her and smiled gently. "Because kindness," he said, "is never truly gone. One day, it comes back when you need it most." Years passed. Elias continued working hard, despite his age. One evening, while stirring soup at his stall, his body gave out. He collapsed to the ground. Maria screamed and rushed him to the hospital. The doctor's words were heavy. Elias needed immediate surgery, costly and urgent. Maria, overwhelmed with worry, cried by her father's bedside. They had no savings, no options. Then, a young surgeon approached her. "I'll handle the operation," he said calmly. Maria looked at him in disbelief. "But why would you do that for us?" The surgeon smiled warmly. "Because your father once helped me when I was just a hungry boy with a sick grandmother. He gave me food and hope." I never forgot his face. Maria's eyes flooded with tears. The surgery was a success. When Maria went to settle the hospital bill, the receptionist handed her a small envelope. Inside was a note. "Paid in full by a boy your father once fed." Elias never asked for anything in return, but his kindness came back when it mattered most.